The slice is right. It'll, you have 1 minute to join. This one closes, unlike the platforming ones, this closes off immediately, and it all happens at once.
Oh,
He cuts up a bunch of bamboo, and you gotta dodge it, or you fucking
Oh yeah, that one's
die.
really good. Shit, how much time is left? I'm almost there.
45 seconds.
Sign up?
Yep.
Yeah, to join the match. Which where's it located at?
30 seconds, middle. All the gate people
It's at
teleport you to
the
it.
square. Yeah,
Event Square?
event square.
Let me in! Yes. Whew. Made it.
Yep, there's
Oh,
a
God.
door in the background. You have 13 seconds.
All right.
Gate joined.
I actually really dig the bee's knees. The gold dance looks really absurd on a character that's this top heavy. He looks like he's gonna fall over.
Wait, where's
Moving,
Key?
Andrew.
Oh, there he is.
I'm dancing.
I couldn't see you.
There we go. Don't fall off.
Oh,
My favorite
yeah.
part is the part where it's completely unfair and you just randomly have a 1 in 3 chance of losing, or 1 in 4 chance of losing.
Yep.
That is not a fair cup game.
Well, no, I mean, no, the bomb one's the unfair one. The cutting one's pretty easy. You just gotta see where the cuts.
Game.
Oh, the cup game. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, the cup game's not fair. It's just they
Yeah.
trick you
Sorry,
into
I thought
thinking you can follow it, and then at the end it's like still wasted your time looking.
Yep. Yo.
Yeah. For this one, you just go perpendicular to the cut, or I guess you match the cut technically. You go where in the direction of the cut, but then the spinny one goes in like every direction.
Yeah, it's around it.
If it's 3 cuts, it's an AOE. If it's a diagonal one, then it works. It just goes towards the bottom of the cut. And I think those are all the variations. These are those piles of gold I can never pick up because the game has bad controls for that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. I give up. I literally can't select
I can't click on it.
I literally can't select it. I literally switched to keyboard and mouse to try, and it doesn't work.
No! God damn it!
You tried to
I wasn't
do
even near the pile. No, I was running past it because I knew that was the next one he was gonna go to.
This
God
phase
fucking damn
is
it.
not safe. Well, you got 1,000. That's basically a participation award.
I got 2,000 because I got one of the coins.
Oh.
Wah. So close. No.
They're both zigzaggy.
AoEs. Woo. You guys got this. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Yep. Oh, move over to the right. Yeah.
That was a
you
little
go.
closer
Yeah,
than I thought it was.
That was close. All right.
This part
more gold
is-
piles.
Ooh.
That's a gamble you guys are taking there.
Someone sat in it. Oh, right. This is the cut part. It's not. I always try to grab that, and it's not interactive. This part's just arbitrary bullshit.
Yeah.
We'll just keep standing here, I guess. Dancing.
Good luck. I think you got the gold.
Red light.
I think you got the gold.
Wow.
No!
Never. So you're so right about things.
I should have gone
Did you
with
at
my
least-
gut.
Oh, did you get kicked out?
Who, me?
F
No,
No, I
Epic
didn't get kicked out. It's
Okay.
just
He just got an empty pile.
I was gonna say you looked far enough away that he was in the next one.
ooh, that was close.
That was real close.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
There's so
that's
many
AoEs.
things now.
Yep.
Yep.
Oof.
Fuck. I got 3,000 MGP out of it, so.
Yeah. But this is more. This is
still
more
in there,
engaging. No, he was
What?
out. He was out at the first gold piles.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
more engaging than the platforming, but probably the most fun to do just because it's like really quick and clicky as the shooter.
Yeah, I definitely like the shooter for sure.
Maybe I'll get that on camera sometime. The shooter's kind of fun. Except every now and then it fucks me, and after I already fired, it spawns a bomb and just takes my score away. I'm like, cool. There goes the perfect run. Just saying, wow, you've been around for like 20 years. Where's my second dance per character?
Alright.
This game gets away with more by being able to share skeletons, obviously.
Yeah.
'Cause
I need to get
graph
whatever dance that is for
That's probably the Eastern dance?
when I'm playing Dancer.
Yep, that's the Eastern.
Oh, it is the Eastern dance, isn't it? Yeah, here, hang on. What is that? E-dance, I think?
I can tell from the stereotypical
E-dance.
moves.
I was wondering when you'd show up, hero. I hope you haven't made any plans for the day, because we've got a situation on our hands. Remember our good friend, the Phantom Thief? Well, it seems he decided to branch out from burglary to cold-blooded murder.
Oh,
Hear
so
the rumors?
the explosion wasn't a prelude to anything. Definitely not. Even though he didn't cause it.
Where is our Manderville man? Is he around somewhere?
Not here, it seems.
Has anybody kept eyes on him? Because he seems to be the one killing people.
He's actually that brick wall.
Yeah. Oh God, it just flexes.
If the rumors are to be believed, he's claimed 3 victims already, all influential members of Udallan society. Mr. Many Faces has been kind enough to leave one of his signature calling cards at every scene. No doubt as to the identity of the murderer. The message is always the same. The weight of 5 corpses will bring the scales of justice to balance. More riddles. Not that you'll hear me complaining. No, the only thing my readers like more than good mystery is a good murder mystery. Ever since the story broke, the Mythoria's been selling like pawns and cakes. The only rub is that it's left me no time to look into the thief's last message. Until now, that is. Shall we, hero? The hidden treasure of Udal, was it? If there's anyone who can shed some light on this, it's you-know-who. The Sun Silk Tapestries.
Okay. Where the fuck is that?
Speak to Wyman over
we need-
deer.
We need to go to the steps of Null. Go to the plaza. And then after the plaza, you want to run up the hill. And then make a left. They are hiding in a little corner of the wall.
It's him, the
Wait.
guy that's always here.
Yep.
All things come back to Wyman. I think he was played by
Why,
Effie.
man?
Oh, right. Well now, if it isn't my favorite venture, and my favorite Mithril Eye reporter, along with him. Tell me, what have I done to deserve the pleasure of your company today? I can't remember what voice I gave this guy, so this is what I'm going to do now. I see. As much as I'd like to help my two of my best mates, I'm afraid you're found old Wyman at a loss. You know what? This guy was probably an accent. Yeah.
I think he went for hipster.
Maybe? I don't remember. This is the problem with having so many characters bouncing back and forth.
I definitely saw a recognizable Hrothgar run by. The back, like right in the background. Like there it goes.
Ul'dah has more than its fair share of treasures, hidden and otherwise. I reckon our phantom friend could be after just about any of them. I can tell you this much, though. Whatever the thief's got his eye on, it's got the Sultan sworn, it's got the Sultan sworn in a right dither. Word has it they formed a regiment of the very best and brightest to safeguard the royal vaults from this very threat. The Sultan sworn aren't like to be
That's me.
forthcoming with...
Thank you.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Mhm.
I'm
No
just
worries.
I'm in autopilot mode right now.
The Sultan sworn unlike to be forthcoming with information, but it's the only lead we've got. Come on, hero. I'd say it's time we paid a visit to the heart of the sworn.
Wait, hold up there, Ellie. I ain't generally the worrying type, but you may want to think twice before getting yourself involved in this. A man in my business develops a nose for danger, and this time, the stench is something fierce. You're a reporter, Ellie, and a fine one at that. Don't put that pretty neck of yours at risk trying to play the hero.
Your concern is touching, but I can assure you that I'm ready for whatever dangers lie ahead. Besides, being a reporter is about more than selling papers. I have a duty to seek out the truth and convey it to the people. Come, hero. Time is of the essence.
And now to
Okay.
the Alchemist Guild. That's the wrong button.
I know where that is.
There is a terrifying chicken man.
The pig, actually.
No, it's a chocobo.
Oh.
Alchemist Guild. Where exactly?
Probably this person. I'm free.
Oh, it's this guy again.
I don't know who this guy is.
We've bumped into this guy before. I just don't remember who voiced him.
Okay. Let's go with the dude voice. Oh, only authorized personnel are allowed in. Thought bugging me with a broadsword. It's the gentleman Alliance adventuring companion and that catty but cute reporter from the Mithril Eye.
Well, if it isn't the self-styled warrior of light. Tell me, what tall tales are you spinning the Sultan's sworn recruiter to land yourself in this position?
Only the 12's honest truth, miss. Seeing as that gentleman of light standing tall and triumphant that day, it moved me to the depths of my soul. Like I vowed to put aside my sketchy past and serve the realm just like my hero master Hildibrand. The Sultan sworn were impressed with my with my commitment to my sword arm, and they gladly welcomed me into their ranks. Wait, don't tell me. You've come to assist Master Hildibrand in this investigation, haven't you? Cor, why didn't you say so sooner? It's the least I could do to help the two ladies who united me with my role model. You'll be wanting to speak with Phyllis. She's one of the Sworn's best and something of a history buff, it seemed. When she heard the thief was targeting with the 4 relics of Belilar, she personally stepped forward and volunteered to lead the investigation. If anyone has the information you're looking for, it'd be her. Wait here while I get her. I can trust you not to touch anything, aye? Alright, bye, dude.
I.
A pleasure to meet you, Phyllis. My name is Ellie from the Mithril Eye. As you may have heard while researching the Phantom Thief case, and would appreciate information that would shed light on recent events.
The pleasure is mine, Miss Ellie. And if I'm not mistaken, that would make your companion here the hero of light, yes? It's a good save.
Papa.
Oh god, from this angle I can see my glasses hooking around ears I don't have.
You know the hero?
As any regular reader of the Mithril Eye would, and also everything else about life. I must confess to being something of an unabashed fan of your work. Though it hardly befits my station to say this, I was secretly hoping that you would show up to assist in the investigation. Doubtless the inspector, too, will also welcome a helping hand.
The Sultan Swan, the elite of Undal's elite. I can only hope they prove more competent than the bungling mercenaries I've dealt with thus far.
Inspector always is one step ahead of us.
Miss Ellie, hero, a moment if you would. Right here, right there, very good. Now face me, and don't move an inch.
Inspector, what is that in your...
Time to be kidnapped.
Demasking dust, a formula of my own devising that will allow us to see right through the thief's disguises. Analyzing the mask left behind at Vesper Bay, I was able to identify its composition and synthesize a counter-agent that would dissolve the disguise, whilst leaving the wearer's face intact.
Oh God, was that not an option?
What?
Sounds terrifying.
The fact that he specified that means that he tested this stuff out before and it dissolved someone's face.
The counter agent is
my
90% asbestos.
While it may not kill you on the outside, it will surely get you on the inside. In any event, it would appear the two of you are indeed who you appear to be.
Brilliant, Inspector. The Phantom Thieves pulled the wool over our eyes for the last time.
It's not made of wool. I fear it won't be so simple. The ingredients necessary to produce the dust are exceedingly rare. Even with the entire resources at the Sultan Swarm at our disposal, we are only able to produce a limited supply. How you know she's not the spy? Got him.
What? I see. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. That said, have you been able to identify the thief's next target? A hidden treasure of Udal, the last of the 4 lost relics of Belal?
I fear not. I've pored over the histories time and time again, but the only mention of these 4 relics is a vague reference to an old prophecy. In an old prophecy, most serious scholars consider it little more than a fairy tale. When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, Danganronpa, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the glorious righteous glare. The legend goes on to describe 4 sacred artifacts, one each possessed by these 4 Balaldian heroes, but makes no mention to their appearance or nature.
3 times we have tried to identify the thief's target, and 3 times he has foiled us, by making off with something else entirely. Needless speculation will only play to the fiend's strengths.
All artifacts of Baladian origin have been sealed within the royal vault, and a regiment of our finest assigned to its protection. I have furnished all the guards with a supply of demasking dust, and instructed them to be on the lookout for any suspicious personages.
Yeah, but can't they, like, wear the face of anybody?
Yeah, and also every time anyone gets out of your line of sight, they could have been replaced by someone in a mask. This is not a
Yeah.
good system. It's like the thing.
No.
Yeah, this is...
Well, the
I feel
mask, the mask specifically is, it was good enough to look real.
Oh
It
my
wasn't
god, that texture on the wall.
There's a lot of wall, Keith. You're talking about the one that's
the
like
pattern,
the fact that it's like
the
bending?
archways.
Yeah.
It goes from straight to like 45-degree angle bent to like straight again. Like the entire middle of the screen part is just fucked up.
Yeah, it's been stretched.
Oh my goodness. It's sheared so hard. What an unfortunate camera angle to highlight that.
It is
Maybe I'm not
impressive
seeing it.
sometimes. Basically look up in that little border on the wall where it's got the archways and the flowers or whatever. Not the one on the bottom, but the one up top by where the light is. And you can see it like
It's like green and
flying
red.
itself. Yeah, it's like flying
Oh.
itself to the right.
Okay.
But then if you follow
It's
the line,
supposed to be
it goes,
straight
it
and
just goes
vertical,
straight.
but the entire middle part's fucked
That's
up.
weird.
That's because it's like on a beveled wall.
It looks flat. No, that's not caused by the wall. That's just a mistake.
How the hell does that happen though? It's the same fucking pattern. Like even on this wall that's in between the 2 bumps, like it's like leaning to the side, but then it just it's like straightens itself out. How did it fall to begin with? Like what the fuck? This
Like
is like
some
a
polygon
weird...
got stretched and the texture's mapped onto it in a fucked up way, and it's just like let's just leave it for 8 years.
Yeah, like it's also weird that this is part of the cutscene. So like someone had to have stared at this for a pretty long
I don't
time.
know how long they stare at it though.
but you know
But
what I mean. Like,
but once I see it, I can't unsee it. I'm like, it's so
Yeah.
weird looking. It's like, because it's so severe. At its worst part, it's like a 45-degree angle. It's fine. Let's move on to new capital cities in the next expansions.
who's this guy?
I'm sure that
Yugi?
Final Fantasy 14 Cataclysm will redo the whole cap city anyway.
What? Better not be a cataclysm for fucking 14. That'd be awful.
There already was a Cataclysm. It's called Final Fantasy 13 from 2013.
Well, no,
That's-
technically, Final Fantasy Online 14 is the cataclysm to Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, or I meant to say 14 from 2013. The second Final Fantasy 13 was already a Cataclysm event where you can't go back to the original one story. they sped run that shit. Classic WoW
Well-
for this game was about 9 months.
That's an impressively short amount of time.
We've already been
That's
playing for longer than that, I think.
It's an impressively short amount of time for how quickly they just made a brand new one. Like they just cut their losses so fast
Yeah.
and moved on, which is pretty good.
All right, Effie, what would someone named
who's-
Geekwe sound like?
Yeah, who's Geekly?
Equi? Oh god. Fuck. I'm honestly, I don't know.
It wasn't that important of a question. You just go.
Yeah.
It's
The
not an
black
emergency.
guard will be in chains before he can lay a dirty hand on the vault doors, let alone the treasures within. You have our word, my lady.
Gugui. Do you want to sniff some dust? Because I'm kind of suspicious of you right now.
Yeah.
He's wearing gloves. Literally everyone here
shit.
but me. Literally everyone but me is
Wait.
wearing gloves.
I'm wearing gloves. Oh shit.
My god. But there are even more disturbing matters at hand. Doubtless you have heard of the recent rash of murders perpetrated by our quarry.
That guy just left off screen. That's it. He's the
gone.
bad guy.
well, we gave him to Effie to voice, which means he's going to disappear immediately and return to him not voicing anyone.
Good.
No, he's gonna return, but be the main character for it.
He's gonna. It's only when you give him a difficult voice then they become the most vocal character of the entire game, and they brief us for every story quest for the rest of the game. The Sultan sworn have launched an investigation, but the truth of the matter is that we have been far too occupied with the defense of the vaults to make any meaningful progress. We'd be most grateful for any assistance you could offer.
A lady asks and a gentleman answers.
It's definitely Hildibrand? Hildibrand?
Hildibrand.
Yep. She just claps for him all the time.
It's great. She is like a bad enabler of him, and it's amazing. Oh, okay, hold on, sorry. Trying to get all these burps out before I have to do his voice. Okay. Cast all worry from your heart, milady. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, has arrived to set right what is wrong and bring the wicked to justice. And this must be the demasking dust that is the talk of the palace. Ah, but you need not waste your supply on me, Inspector. I assure you that I am exactly who I claim to be.
Not how that works.
Oh. A shame that...
Inspector Hildibrand, we were not expecting you, but your services are most welcome. I will share all I know about the recent murders.
Really, I'm just voicing 3 prominent characters in this whole fucking story.
Yeah, you jumped straight on the other investigator when he showed up, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I could have given him like my Edgeworth voice or something. You're like, I'm gonna play all the main characters. I wasn't expecting the reporter to also be a main character.
I did not think the reporter was a main character. I very quickly thought it was just a one-off, like, here's the quest, goodbye forever. He's
Yep.
like, I'm here for the ride. I was like,
The killer has claimed 3 victims thus far. The head of publishing consortium, a high-ranking government official, and an influential scholar. Other than that, they are all influential fighters in their respective circles. We can identify no common threads connecting the 3.
Ho ho! This will prove a most satisfying case to crack indeed. And what of the method of killing? Conked over the head with a cudgel, gutted with a great sword, strangled with a subligar, mayhap?
The cudgel.
cudgel? What is a
Yeah.
cudgel? A fish?
It's just a club, basically.
Say
I
a
don't-
club then, right?
I've never encountered the word subligar before in this game, though, and it shows up a lot.
What is a
I'm
subligar?
afraid it's like it's basically like a cod piece, but that's it. All the
I
revealing
like how you
under,
type in
all
subligar
dude
and all that
underwear
shows
is
up is
basically
Final
just that in
Fantasy.
this game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's only Final Fantasy 14 stuff when you type in
Yeah.
subligar.
Like if I go into the fan service costume, I think I'm wearing one.
Oh,
I'm
apparently because it's like subligar is an offshoot of subliculum. Subliculum. Yeah. So it's just a ancient Roman undergarment.
They just
but
like
it's a much
thesauruses.
longer.
Like how the
it's
summon
much
always has to be
longer,
something
crappier.
else. I'm afraid that we've
Sorry.
identified no pattern. In any event, the murderer plots the deaths of 2 more even as we speak. We must take action and quickly.
Understood, my lady. Clues may be scarce, but worry not. My realm renowned powers of deduction are more than up to the task. I will see this burglar turned butcher delivered to justice.
Your presence is heartening indeed, Inspector Hildibrand. Friends, please take this demasking dust with you. I fear we can spare but a single sachet, but I trust you... I don't know if that's right, but I trust you will put it to good use. Use it immediately on the first NPC we encounter. Aha!
Use it on Hildibrand because
But they were
why not?
suspicious. Oh, that's the pig costume you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, I had not
that's-
seen that yet.
Well, now you have. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Come to accompany me on yet another case, friend. I'd like your gusto. But if you're auctioning to be my assistant, I fear that role has already been filled most ably.
Ably.
Ableman?
Still, a gentleman welcomes the support of all his admirers. I shall henceforth name you thusly, Hero, my ever-loyal associate. And now, my ever-loyal associate, the investigation calls. I propose that we begin by inspecting the site at which the most recent victim met his demise. My questioning about the palace has revealed that the scholar's body was found not far from the 80 sins of Sasamo.
It's a lot of sins.
Even the
What? That's well. I mean, it could be.
A lot of sins. You should have confessed.
even as the most circumspect.
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 Even the most circumspect of criminals cannot help but leave behind clues.
That was
Clues
so
that
many
will not elude
C's.
my
That's
gaze.
such an alliterative sentence.
Yeah.
I do not like it.
Friends.
Circumspect criminals cannot clues.
It's fine. I'll just die of C's.
Friends,
He's
let
got the
us
C
be off.
virus.
Radical.
Pray alert me should you see anyone suspicious. My ever-loyal associate. We must put Miss Phyllis demasking dust to good use.
Everyone
Let's
turns
snort
around in
it.
unison and leaves.
I leave.
Frog is
Okay.
watching me. I feel like that Labrador that's being terrorized by a Velociraptor toy. Just trying not to look at it. Have you seen
Aw.
that?
Oh, that sounds sad.
Just a Labrador retriever laying on the ground and someone's like
Yeah,
pushing like a
so cool.
Velociraptor like towards its neck and he's just like staring off into the distance, not acknowledging it. It's really fucking great. Where the fuck is that? Oh, it's just outside Ulden. Nobody wanted to teleport.
I feel that's a
there?
dog that's like had an existential crisis
Or
and
just
realized that he's
done
just
with
putting
your
up some
shit.
stupid shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I looked into, because we did the Final Fantasy quest, or the Final Fantasy 15 quest, and I looked into the Final Fantasy 15. I didn't know this, but there's at the time, but there's a Final Fantasy 15 half to it. So you can play the Final Fantasy 14 quest in Final Fantasy 15, but it's stupid. In this game, fucking Noctis shows up, and it's like a crossover with an important character, even though it's a boring quest that doesn't do much. And in the other game, some cat girl shows up, and that's it. And you fight Garuda again with Noctis and everybody, and it's like, this is just a waste. This is nothing. It's not like Ishtola showed up. It's just cat girl we made up showed up, and she'll never show up again in any game, including 14. It's like, it's such a waste of time, so I'm not covering it. But I would have if anything was to it. It's just not worth the effort of launching 15 and learning how to play it again.
I like the idea that it would have been really cool if it could like tell you had a 15 character, like if you could link your accounts.
And like, it'll like put them in.
Yeah, it just like spawns them in or something.
And then it'd be like, sorry, we don't support Rothgar. Because it was made before they existed. But yeah, they'd have to implement the entire character creator with all of its options of all the races of all the Final Fantasy of all 14. That'd be so much for an update.
That's true.
They just put in one cat girl with bad voice acting, and everybody wants to date her. All three of them are just all in. They're just all into the cat girl so much.
That's kind of weird.
Yep. No, it's just
I don't know.
They're just all
Oh.
three of the Noctises in the party are just like tripping over themselves over the cat. Over the cat girl.
But did they show her their cup of noodles?
I'll show you my cup of noodles.
That's a way to win any girl's heart.
You add soy sauce and shrimp. It's part of any delectable breakfast. It's part of a complete breakfast in that you make a complete breakfast and then add this.
Don't worry, it's only like 200% of your daily sodium intake.
Whee! All right, I'm ready.
Flowers?
Same here.
Yes, it's all becoming clear now. Our phantom killer is a florist who, in his hurry to escape, carelessly misled his wares.
All three of my characters are already here. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
place.
What does a florist sound like, Effie?
Just what do you think you're doing? Eh? Watch it be a female. Oh god.
Well, she sounds like that now.
I'm gonna change the voice. I'm not gonna have.
Haggard Hag? What a fucking name! Jesus! Who's going like? Who's going guns blazing at this lady? You made her. You didn't have to be so rude. Damn. Haggard Hag. It's a fucking Harry Potter character. You can't bullshit me.
Okay.
I'm the one who put those flowers there, eh? To honor the memory.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, me poor boy. You dare defile his memory, eh? Eh?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, lady. You could have at least put them in a pot or something. You just laid them on the ground. If a breeze comes by, that's it. Your memorial shrine's gone.
I don't want to.
All right. I mean, your dead son, I guess. That's your.
1,000 pardons, my lady. Please accept my utmost sincere condolences on your loss. I am Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, on my own dear mother's name, that your son's killer will be brought to justice. Ahem. As I was just saying, these flowers were clearly placed here by the family of the deceased, which can only mean...
Leave this place. Run away while you still can. Run far, far away. Run, or it'll turn you into a zombie. Just like my poor, poor boy.
I'm sorry. What?
I don't know.
Look at that spooky lighthouse in the background.
Good thing it's on.
And the oil derricks, apparently.
I mean, they're goblins. What do you expect?
A living person turned into a zombie? Nonsense.
Nonsense, my boy. History. Or have you not heard of the horrors of Sil'dih? Sil'dih? Sil'dih. God damn it.
I don't know what the letter is that they're like coming out.
I don't.
Ul'dah, sibling nation, against which we waged war centuries ago. Much blood has been shed by both sides, aye. But I speak of far greater horrors than death. An unholy drought, brewed by a Silden alchemist, one with the power to turn the living to the dead. That his nation might command an army of mindless, deathless soldiers. The traitors spurred. They turned my poor boy into a heap of rotten flesh and ran him through. But she won't hear that from the Sultan sworn. Thou alone knows why. But they whisked the body away before I could so much as pay me last respects.
The traitors spurn. I had heard stories, but I never thought them true. To be able to procure such a frightening thing. Just who are we dealing with here?
This is you, Effie.
A Sil'dih, I'm sure of it. Only a Sil'dih would know the recipe. Or, anyone who wrote the recipe down and passed it on. But the last of remnants of Sil'dih died 4 centuries ago, you say?
Like that.
Oh, they did.
I did not like
think
how
this lady-
they did a low angle here and panned the camera, so the entire floor was crawling. The texture
Yeah.
was moving over the weird spikes. It was like,
He calls himself
I,
the Phantom Thief, he does. But did it never occur to you that he might be an honest-to-God's phantom? Eh?
Well, he did cut his hand, so that seems really hard to like.
I mean,
How does a ghost cut its hand? That seems really annoying if you're a ghost who can still take damage in the afterlife.
There's
Just
the
like
tale.
go ahead.
I was just gonna say it seems really silly. You could get like a splinter or a paper cut as a ghost. I'd be really upset by that.
It's like, damn it, I'm trying to pick up this, this piece of paper with what energy I have left. And, oh no, I cut myself and I lost my focus. And
it's a
it passed through my hands.
spooky paper cut.
I'm just thinking like a ghost going through a wall, and he just comes down. And he's like, "Oh, covered in splinters." Like,
There's the one super golden
Starts
piece of
oozing
sun.
ectoplasm from the wounds. No big deal.
God,
The super golden star is passing the lighthouse.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Heard the tales from my own great-great-grandma, I did. About the 4 relics of Baladia and the powers they hold. The power to exact justice.
when the hell was that, you old haggard hag? Was that like 10 million years
my
ago?
God.
Jesus Christ.
The specter of Sil'dih has returned to wreak vengeance on us. Woe unto us. Or what unto us all? Have the 4 warriors of light forsaken us? My dear boy, if only you'd become a traitor like your father. If only you'd kept your nose out of those history books and never so much breathed the accursed name of Sil'dih. But you did, and now we're doomed! Doomed! Doomed!
And demasking agent. He just chokes to death.
That wouldn't be surprised.
Flexing. Thinking. I like the thinking animation.
It's a lot of wind up to think.
Yeah. This is the thief, I think?
I
Is
think
it?
So.
Mm,
probably is,
maybe
yeah.
not. Someone's looking for something.
I don't know. Well, I'll just assume it's the thief.
That bleeding Horson's here somewhere. I can feel it in my follicles. Follicles?
Sorry. Misread that real quick.
Elazar. Do we know Elazar?
Yeah.
Oh, he's the guy that
who-
grows
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
hair tonic.
Wait, what happened to your hair, Elzar?
Oh
What the fuck?
no!
It was the old guy.
It only lasted a fortnight. Who was this guy?
It was Andrew. I remember that very clearly.
Oh, cool.
Because he did the
Of course
origin
it was.
voice for him.
The most potent hair tonic the realm has seen. Aye, here it was. For all of a fortnight, afore my flowing locks fell out all over again. And just as I was chatting up a lovely young lass at the quicksand, just to twist the knife in an extra ilm,
Oh, it's the season finale, so they're gonna bring back all the characters.
Mont Blanc, charlatan, I'll find that so-called inspector and his sorry band and pull every last strand of hair from their bleeding skulls.
That's gonna take a long
you
time
should've-
with me.
Maybe you shouldn't have put like all of them on at one time. He gave you like a lifetime supply at that point, but you like poured all of it onto you.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe it had, like,
he
the-
overindulged.
Yeah, I feel like it had the opposite effect. Like you put too much on and now it's falling out again.
You gotta meet out that Rogaine.
Gross. There's nothing to gain from Rogaine.
It's all becoming clear to me now. That old woman's testimony has confirmed which I had suspected from the start. Like a zombie picking away at its rotten flesh, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has peeled away the foul scab of uncertainty to reveal the truth within. Open your eyes and feast your minds on the fruits of my flawless deduction. Ahem. Our phantom thief is a phantom indeed, a wayward spirit caught between the realm of the living and dead for nigh on centuries since meeting a tragic end on the battlefield. As such, our course of action is clear. We must placate this tortured soul, and it might abandon its vengeful vendetta and travel to the next life in peace. But what is the true nature of the specter's grievances? Without this knowledge, we cannot hope to assuage its rancor. Let us begin our search at the
Why can I not? Okay.
Thaumaturge.
Thaumaturge.
We've dealing with this word all game.
Let us begin our search of the guild.
One of the
Doubtless
primary
the tomes.
places we teleport to.
Doubtless the tomes there contain a wealth of knowledge on the ill blood between the sibling nations.
Notwithstanding the abject stupidity of everything else that came out of your mouth, some knowledge of Sil'dih might serve us well. Go research as you will, and do take as much time as you need.
You can count on me, Inspector Brummer. Whatever knowledge is to be gleaned at the guild, it shall not escape my inspector's eye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
gross. It's fucking what's his face again? Not Ultros.
Big telegraphy thinking animation. I love it. Where are we going? Oh.
The steps.
I like to play
Hey.
kind of zoomed in when we're not fighting, and boy, that doesn't mix well with this car.
No, it really doesn't.
You can't see shit. Did a lotta.
What?
Unfortunate name for a I almost said a mogwai.
Aqua.
Oh yeah, the apostrophe in old and the other words and whatnot doesn't mean that a word there's any like removed letter as far as I'm aware.
You can't prove that.
I mean, it's not a contraction. But
Oh wait, this is the
Suffocation.
guy who.
No breathing.
It was probably me. I'll take it just in case, because why not?
It's a little baby.
Be
And-
gods! You're the adventurers who saved me back at the ruins. Researching the ancient feud between Ulda and Sil'dih, are you? Why, I'm pleased to say I have more than a passing familiarity with ancient history. To understand the history of the sibling nations, one must go back further still. To the birth of their mother nation, Baladia. The fifth astral era was an age of untold wonders, when the arcane arts burgeoned and the great civilizations that commanded such powers flourished. This age of enlightenment would not last, however. Power bred avarice, and the avarice bred resentment. it culminated in the War of the Magi, which brought the great floods of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, which in turn swallowed once proud nations and left a battered wasteland in its wake.
You just know this off the top of your head?
Apparently.
What?
Mages were reviled and persecuted for having caused this catastrophe, with many forces to leave their homeland or face death. It was a small band of those survivors that found their way to Thenland, where they would found the nation of Belladia some 8 centuries agone. Ah, imagine. A government of mages, by mages, and for mages. What wonders might have been wrought had Belladian civilization survived to this very day. Alas, this was not to be. Holy fuck.
He was so itty bitty.
I forgot I have a... Okay, I'll do this person's voice. I forgot I have a thing for these people.
Uh-oh.
Which one? Hold on. Oh.
Wait, hold on a second.
I live in fear of what comes next.
Will you present the Lollipop Guild?
Greetings, traveler.
Oh,
You would
God.
learn of the war between Udal and the fallen Sultanate of Sil'dih? It would be my pleasure to enlighten you.
Didn't realize we were collaborating with Fred.
Oh god.
The two city-states coexisted for several generations until the bad blood between them boiled over, culminating in outright war. As you might deduce from the present state of affairs, Udal emerged victorious, leaving its once proud sibling nation in smoldering ruins. As the histories tell it, the battles fought between the sister nations were the stuff of nightmares. In a desperate attempt to overcome Udal's superior numbers, Sil'dih, an alchemist, devised a most horrific stratagem, employing a frightful formula known as the Traitor's Spurn. They brought their fallen warriors back as undead soldiers. Some theories have it that they even employed the potion on those of the living who were too weak or wounded to fight. Sends shivers up the spine just thinking about it, no? It is truly a crowning glory of our fair nation that our forebears were able to emerge victorious against these horrors.
You're officially ready to be a zero escape voice actor.
Right? Isn't it great?
You've finished your arc.
It's over here. Gotta talk to Esmeralda.
Erasmus. You don't say. It's not every day someone comes to our halls to research Sil'dih. As a fellow student of history, though, I am more than welcome to the conversation. Belladian civilization flourished in relative peace until twin sons were born to the royal family. The two were fierce rivals, and when they came of age and their father passed, each one claimed that he was the rightful heir to the throne. This is my favorite part of the fucking Manderville questline, is the lore. With neither son willing to relinquish his claim, they agreed to split their kingdom in two, forming the twin nations of Ul'dah and Sil'dih. But not unlike the true proud princes, the sibling nations developed a penchant for rivalry. Where's the other one?
Back here. Kokobuki.
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 Kokobuko. Kokobezi. Kokoboha. What the fuck is this area?
What?
Why are their names like this? I'm worried.
That's just the life that they live. I don't know.
What's that you say? You seek knowledge of the bad blood between Ul'dah and Sil'dih? I suppose I can spare a moment or two, but take good notes. I'm not fond of repeating myself. I only have one eye, after all. Two scales, one of gold, one of silver. The gold of Ul'dah weighing prosperity and power. The silver of Sil'dih weighing knowledge and power. But power sought by the two nations differed greatly. Yes, greatly indeed. The power wrought by Ul'dah prosperity was that of justice and good, while the power wrought by Sil'dih knowledge was horrific beyond belief. The power to rip the living soul out of a man and render him mindless killing machine. On this matter, the histories are clear, but riddle me this, my friend. Who writes the histories, and what does this say of the words writ within? Yes, truth can be elusive and fickle in the shifting sands. As one example, did you know that in the war against Sil'dih, Ulden and Amalja warriors fought side by side? Likely you did not, and neither did I, until I encountered a faded passage in an archaic text buried deep in our archives. And yet the history is read by the populace. You see no mention of this most fascinating fact, almost like it's a justification of the racism had to be expunged from their history. Might be that someone at some time deemed this particular truth less convenient, Well, but I have said enough already.
He said the thing I was thinking. It's like, wow, they originally worked together with the people that literally the first mission was to exterminate in this game. That's not worrying or anything.
No, definitely not.
I mean,
Also, we were being followed around by a naked Hrothgar. No big deal.
Not naked, he's dressed as a wolf. A naked wolf.
wolves aren't naked.
My ever-loyal assistant, tell me, what have you learned from your questioning of the scholars of these halls? Indeed. As it happens, I have learned much the same. Let us take a moment to review and allow my peerless powers of deduction to work their magic. A war of secession divides the great civilization of Beldar, giving rise to the sibling nations of Udal and Sil'dih. The two nations coexist for some generations.
Is this a like, in other words? Are you just
In other
wording?
words.
Until the blood boils over, culminating in outright war. Daunted by Uldal's superior military might, Sil'dih employs their advanced alchemical knowledge to horrific ends, transforming their own citizens, alive and dead, into a fearsome undead legion. Yes, I believe I have it. The facts at hand have led me to one unassailable conclusion. Our phantom thief is a descendant of doomed Sil'dih, who seeks vengeance against those who reduced his countrymen to slavering zombies. To pacify his soul and send him peacefully to the next world, there is but one course of action. We must find the Sil'dih statesman who conceived this dreadful stratagem, and have him apologize to the thief in person for the suffering he has wrought.
Brilliant plan. Perhaps you like to go find yourself a shovel and dig this statesman out of his grave yourself? Leaving aside this nonsense of spirits and specters, it appears increasingly likely that our quarry shares some ilk to Sil'dih. His garish garb is no doubt meant to evoke the silver scales of the fallen Sultanate. This Sil'dih connection would also serve to explain the rare knowledge of Beladian relics our thief clearly possesses. But what of the murder victims? What common thread amongst them could have incurred the ire of our adversary?
A few people in the town spoke of a man slighted called upon the victims in the past days. Those who saw him said he had a most frightening air about him.
Wait, yes, it's coming to me. Of course, my keen investigator's senses ring out with a voice loud and clear. This man Miss Ellie speaks of just might know something.
Okay.
You really should stop thinking so hard. You're like to strain a brain muscle. Miss Ellie, who is this man and where might we find him?
My sources identified the man as Guguria, a traveling merchant known to frequent Horizon. Shall we pay him a visit?
Off we go. Let's go. To Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right. We've never said that before. Definitely.
Look, man, jokes are limited, all right? Just like any natural resource, jokes are limited. There's a finite amount of them.
So you gotta recycle. It's just, that's just going green. We're so good.
All jokes are just recycled jokes. Slap on a new piece of paint.
I assume Guguria is just new, right?
I assume so.
I don't remember.
I can just do a stupid voice from I guess.
Guguria? Yeah, I don't remember.
Yes, if you got business, make it quick. My time's too valuable to be wasting chat with every stranger who passes by.
Forgive us, good sir. My name is Ellie, reporter with the Mithril Eye. Never blinking, all seeing. You know the rest. I was wondering if we could trouble you with a few questions.
Was it for the love of money that you killed them? Yes, you, the thief of many faces.
Me? A thief? What is this nonsense? I don't know who you are, but I ain't got the time or the patience for this mummery. Now, if you'll excuse me, an important client awaits.
This sounds like an
voice.
Effie voice.
Hold on. I will tell you who it is. It's a lady.
Yeah, Lady Gerilda again.
It's Oh yeah, it's the rude lady.
It's the rude lady with the daughter.
Who is the rude lady?
I don't do female voices very often. I know it was me.
The rich lady?
Yeah, the rich lady.
I don't know, it's probably me.
Okay.
I thought I recognized that voice.
Lady Durlida, well met. Indeed. Pray tell, whatever brings you to these environs this fair morning?
What is the fuck is environ? No, enough of this shit. You can't just fucking say this. What is environs? The surrounding
exactly
area
like
or district. It's a fucking environment. Stop it. I'm gonna not fucking let it.
Whatever brings you to these environments this fair morning?
No, fuck you. I'm changing it. You don't get to make up fucking words.
Why, I live here, you ham-headed half-wit. Inspector Briardian, this is an unexpected pleasure. Do you have some business with my associate here, pray tell?
Yeah, it's the end of the season. They're just bringing back all the characters.
Guguria. We can discuss business after. Pray lend the inspector here. The handsome one, whatever assistance he requires.
Oh, me? That's a little flattering. But Lady Durlida, what about...
Yes, my dear Maria's name day present. I had in mind one of the prize pieces from Eshtame's latest seasonal collection. You would be able to procure one for me, yes? Or shall I eliminate the middleman and make the trip to Ulda myself? I'll say it just once more, Guguria. I expect you to give the inspector and his companions your full assistance. They, yes, even the stupid one, helped me regain something truly priceless. Yes, something more valuable than any mere trinket. Love!
We're just gonna cameo every character from the other storylines one by one.
All right. I'll tell you what I know. But you didn't hear it from me, got it? I was looking into the killing on behalf of a client of mine. The thief's got himself some of that zombie dust. The trader's spurn, was it? And his card speaks of 5 victims. Got me thinking. Sil'dih, 5 victims. I, the Arbiters of Truth.
The Arbiters of Truth? I'm not familiar with the name.
Aye, few would be, on account of them being something of a secret society and all. Influential personages of the Sultanate, you see, working from the shadows to keep false knowledge about the Udal-Sil'dih conflict from reaching the ears of the folk like you and me.
False knowledge? Pray tell, well, just what sort of knowledge might that be?
That foul balls don't make me say no more. I've got a family to feed.
Very well. Just one last thing. Who hired you, and where can we find him?
His name's Hob. When he learned what I said, he told me that he was going to set sail for Limsa with his 5 best sellsword to guard his back.
Said there were many prying eyes at the airship docks. Said he had a private ship docked and waiting for him at Vesper Bay. But remember, you didn't hear none of this from me.
This man, Hob, must be one of the killer's targets. And doubtless he also knows the identity of the remaining one.
I doubt that. They say the Arbiters are so secretive, they don't even know each other's true identities. Now, don't ask me how I know how that works, but, Hobbs got high-ranking friends in the Brass Blades. Once he heard the victims had been all, zombified, he panicked. Guess he knew that, he'd be next.
Thank you very much, my kind sir. Once again, the ancient Manderville art of parley has procured for us a key of morsel of knowledge. Let us seek out this hob fellow and see what he can share with us. And let us hurry. The man's life is in danger, even as we speak.
I'm also here. Everyone look at me.
All right.
Everyone look at the short guy. He looking at the floor. Goodbye. Meaningful looks.
Vesper Bay, the place we cannot teleport to.
Whee.
I saw where this was going. You saw where this was going. How could they not?
It's in the cavern.
It is in the cabin. What? Oh God, he's dead.
Oh no! How could life be so cruel?
I think he might just have to go to the bathroom. Master Hob, is everything all right?
No, stand back, Ellie.
Hunger. I hunger for your brains.
I don't think a sword's gonna help you with that, but also this chocobo's pretty complicit here. Nope, now it's leaving.
And now you die.
There's no saving the man. Hero, do what you must.
Excuse me? I'm no one's fucking hired hand. Oh. I guess so it was a 1-2.
Oh.
Yes, my first-hand knowledge of zombies tells me that this particular shade of green is unmistakably that of the dead. Undead. 'Twould seem we are a few moments late to the scene.
A message. And then there was one. Oh God.
He's
I
naked.
love the idea. Yeah, I love the idea this character model's just naked. That's great.
There it is again.
My first line of dialogue the entire campaign so far. Is something the matter, Inspector?
Indeed, Nashu, there is. Ever since I picked up that trail of the Phantom Thief, I've had this fleeting sense. A sense that someone or something is watching us.
The thief might be close at hand. We should be careful.
For the moment, let us return and report our findings to Miss Phyllis. Secret society or no, knowing the identities of its members may yet lead us to the final victim.
Miss All Ice.
I too had best return to the Mithril Eye. Let's meet up again later. I'll see what new clues I can uncover in the meantime.
You will do nothing of the sort, Miss Ellie. These streets are far too dangerous for you to walk alone.
Inspector, I'll go with her.
If you insist, Nashu, then I give my leave. But pray be wary, not just of the thief, but of Miss Ellie. She has quite the temper, as we both know.
I have bombs.
Why I oughta.
Why, oughta.
Miss Ellie, there's something I must tell you when this case is over. Be safe and promise me that you will not attempt anything rash, as you did that time when the fiend took aim at my own life.
Your wife? Costa del Sol. Yeah, that was quite the ordeal, wasn't it?
Everyone
Everyone
looks away.
Be careful. I'll be careful. I promise. I eagerly await the day when I may hear what it is you would share with me.
A secret vow? Ho ho! Consider my interest piqued as well, good Inspector. Now let us be off. Miss Phyllis awaits our report.
I found a real interesting spot on that ceiling.
All right. I'm assuming we're back to...
Back at the Scholar's Walk. Yep, time to return home. This is what the Hearth thing was invented for.
Yeah, I gotta teleport the normal way.
Should have made a better... Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Let's see what place
However,
is
I'm
it.
riding somebody else's teleport, so it's fine.
Alchemist Guild.
Yep.
Wait, the same alchemist who made zombies?
Oh my god, you cracked the whole thing open. The entire guild was just determined to dedicated to one NPC from this quest that came out years later. A fourth victim. Thou have mercy. Were you able to glean aught of a connection to the other victims? The Arbiters of Truth. No, it cannot be. Somebody. Oh.
Somebody, help!
You're an Arbiter of Truth because you're a reporter lady. Miss Ellie, the voice came from the direction of the vault. We must hurry.
The vault? Shouldn't that be protected?
Yeah, how the fuck did...
I mean, the vault's fine.
Miss Ellie, are you hurt?
That man, I only thought to ask him a few questions before I knew what was happening. He was upon me. I could only,
Bash his brains with a conveniently placed bottle of mead, it would seem. Ha! Remind me not to get on your bad side, Miss Ellie. That said, is Nashu not with you?
Just saw a figure lurking in the shadows and went off in pursuit before I could stop her.
This man wears the armor of a Sultan Swarm squire, yet his face is unfamiliar to me. Something is amiss. The thief of many faces. I think we would find... to think we'd find our man like this.
Thrice and again did the fiend elude our grasp, but no more. By virtue of a gentleman's ingenious seductions and a lady's pugilist...
Why are you like this? I really hate you.
A lady's pugilist... Pugilist. I declare this case closed.
Look at the face in the back. What the fuck? You see
I return the satchel to you, Miss Phyllis. Phyllis, the gesture was appreciated. In the end, it proved superfluous to cracking of the case.
His face was incredible, you idiot.
Oh!
There goes all of it.
Apologies for interrupting and the terrible voice quality right now.
Oh god.
My internet just died.
Your
I'm
computer
on mobile
died?
data right now on my phone.
Your internet just died?
My internet just crapped out on me mid cutscene.
Great.
Did you forget to tell your ISP you're playing Final Fantasy XIV?
Apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry. That
He,
happens to
he
the best of us.
refused to talk to his... He refused to answer his messages from his other friends for a few minutes, so they cut his internet outside his house.
They just like went to his house and cut the line.
They went full EVE Online.
He can't leave now. We know he's home. He has no escape.
Well,
So
either way,
I'm
we
gonna
gotta
do all the
finish...
troubleshooting procedures, and if that
Yeah.
doesn't work, I'm gonna give my ISP a call, I think.
Yeah, either way,
Okay.
we gotta finish the cutscene.
Yeah, so we'll finish the cutscene. While you're at it, is there anything else of immense value you'd like to wantonly destroy?
Oh my god, it's a second fake mask. Oh, it's Goober Goo. It's Gabba Gooba Goo. Effie's character's unconscious. How convenient. What is the meaning of this?
Ingenious. A double disguise, planted by the thief to throw us off his trail, no doubt.
This is Guguria, one of my most capable men.
God.
I assigned him to guard the vault, and outfitted him with an ample supply of demasking dust. It is inconceivable the thief could so easily elude his grasp. I mean, he beat everybody else.
Unless the thief was not wearing a mask. Speaking of which, has anyone else seen Miss Ellie?
No, that's impossible.
Of course, it all makes perfect sense. With the Phantom Thief to thank for your for her burgeoning leadership and rise through the ranks of the Mithril Eye, Miss Ellie could not bear to face the possibility of her story of a lifetime coming to an end. Thus, she hatched a plan to...
Wait, she was on the ground just now. How did she get... Milady, the vault has been breached. The wise man's whisper is gone.
For her foul crimes against the Sultanate, I hereby declare Ellie of the Mithril Eye, the thief of many faces, an enemy of the state. Deploy all troops and do not rest until she is in custody.
Oh.
Hasn't she repeatedly been in frame?
Oh, he is
this
wearing
is
underwear.
happening?
I don't know who. I'm just gonna do.
And now the game is truly afoot.
Oh god.
Oh, this is Effie's person
Yeah,
too,
it's
isn't
too
it?
late.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh god, it's so loud.
What is the meaning of
what
all
is
this
the-
racket
oh,
and rumpus? And just as we were able to make our triumphant return, isn't that so, Enkidu?
Bakak. Bakak. Cuckoo. God, don't zoom in that close to that texture.
Yeah, the ground texture is not great to look at.
Miss Ellie. That shadow you said you saw? I think it was just a dormouse. KO!
Oh, no.
You think he would literally stumble face first into a second mask? His good fortune truly knows no end. But not to worry. Yes, I dare say the Phantom Thief has gotten another trick or two up his sleeve. You're just gonna leave her there?
Why not?
She's so findable by like dozens of passers-by.
No one seems to be around.
You think you try to hide the people that you're pretending to be?
Well,
My god, they're pretending to be the senpai girl. What will we do?
okay, so I guess we'll just wait for Effie to return.
Yep. Boop.
I'm probably going to end up having to call my ISP at this rate.
Do it.
Womp
Let
womp.
them know that you will not stand for this any longer. What does the samurai weapon look like?
It's one of them just it's got like a cactuar node at the end of it, and the other one's just
Yeah.
a practice sword.
Oh, but when it comes out, it's green. I love that.
Oh, is the sword green?
Yeah, the sword's green.
Oh, can you give me? Got a 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's 10,000, and give me victory music. There, 30 grand. That's not that bad. I could have that today if I hung out playing mini games. Can you dye them?
Which ones?
Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can dye the claws of the beast whatever color you want. Well shit, what am I gonna do with free time tonight?
Edit. Edit.
I don't have any editing to do really.
Bullshit. There's always editing to do.
I don't have this. I haven't filmed the next video yet. Like big video, and I'm caught up on Let's Plays.
How?
I just am. I mean, I edit most things the day we record them. So all I have to do today all I have to do is edit the podcast today. And that's like not much of a thing.
Well, spend more time editing the podcast then.
No, I'm just gonna finish watching Midnight Mass, which I stopped to do this.
The whole thing.
I'm just about there. I have like an episode and a half left, and then I'm gonna try to spend all week recording, scripting the Monster Hunter video if I can.
Oh, that's a good idea. Writing some scripts.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna start tonight. But I've been working ahead so I can have like a whole week to work on it. Which I tried to do before, but then the air conditioning went out and ruined that entire week, so fuck me.
At least it's fixed now?
Yeah. No. Oh, wait. Oh, it's not over yet. I'm like, that's not an even number. I must have fucked up. It's funny now realizing how much this area is themed after the quest chain we're doing. Like this,
what do you mean?
Like, ah, fuck! It spawned a thing in front of my shot. Well, there it goes. Like this mission features the boss that we fought last time, the mouth sneezer man.
Oh yeah.
And like this whole area is Manderville themed. Like this whole golden saucer, it seems to be about that basically, and even run by them or something.
This is run by them. This is the Manderville saucer. So those are the Mandervilles, the richest people on the planet.
I only got $3,000, so I guess I'll go fuck myself. There are so many cat girls. They're just all cat girls. Everyone who runs by is a cat girl. I just turned the camera to the right. There's another cat girl just standing there staring at us. And another cat girl just ran past her.
Yep.
They're all cat girls as far as the eye can see.
You'll never escape the cat girls.
There it goes. Oh, there's a Rothgar. They do exist. He's very blue. But once again, he's phase 1. I never see a phase 2. There's a Vieira just to call me out, huh? Have I seen a phase 2 Rothgar before? That isn't me. They literally they're always phase 1. It's weird.
Yeah, probably not. I guess because it's, I don't know, maybe they just like it more.
I don't know. Oh, we got a crowd.
But yeah, I'm not too sure why you can't just infinitely run in the casino. Seems kind of silly.
Yeah, we have to make it all the way to the most recent expansion, don't we, before we even meet a Rothgar?
I think so, yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, Shadowbringers, when you meet Rothgar NPCs, yeah.
Which accent will they have? Is it the same one from Elder Scrolls? Are they just Khajiit? I am Catman, speak like this. How many of the Catmen are gonna simp for Ishtola? Is that the inevitable plot outcome? Oh, entire parts of this area are super empty. There's just no one.
I don't like that implication. A Catman and a human cat girl? I don't like that. That's not great.
I mean, I'll introduce you to every anime that has animal people.
No thanks.
Every single one is the men are all beastly and the women are like, I'm a cat girl or something, or like they're like barely different. It's like a trope, and it's kind of just frustrating. It's weird how often it happens. There is not a single Rothgar in this entire place besides the two of us. I just did like a loop everywhere.
There's not a single Rothgar.
Did not see a single one. Oh well, we already wasted 15 minutes. I might as well play the next event.